Hello, good morning, dear students. Welcome to KLS Gopte College of Commerce, Belagavi. Myself, Professor S.B. Bendigeri, Department of Economics, taking online classes for fourth semester students. Dear students, in the last class, we have discussed about the most important topic, that is reasons for slow growth of national income. Now, let us move on to the last topic of the second unit, that is national income. Difficulties in calculating national income. Okay, what all problems arise in front of the nation while calculating the accurate national income of the country? As we have a broader view on that calculation of national income, it is very difficult to calculate accurate national income in most of the developing countries. You know why? In the developing countries, the people of the country are maximum people of the country are illiterates. So illiterates never maintain records, data of their activities. If the data is not available, we are not able to calculate the accurate national income of the country. This is one part. Second aspect is the public cooperation. Cooperation from the public side is very important for the calculation of national income. Public must cooperate with government. Whenever government officials are coming near to the workers, whatever information they are asking, we have to provide that information. Then only we are able to calculate national income. But what happens in actual sense? What happens in most of the areas, like village areas of the country, agriculture farmers never maintain records of their activities, and they never provide the accurate data information of the agriculture sector. This is another difficulty problem in broader sense in developing countries. And another broader difficulty, comprehensive difficulty, which is related to all the developing countries of the world, that is political support. So the present government must focus on that particular aspect, and present government must take the necessary steps, the positive steps for the calculation of national income. If government is not showing any interest, there is no possibility of calculating national income. Okay. These are in a broader sense in most of the developing countries. We have seen, I think we are going to see such kind of difficulties for calculating national income. Now look at the main aspects of the difficulties of calculating national income. First one is non-monetary transactions. It is nothing but barter system. Non-monetary transactions means when the goods are exchanged with goods. When a good is exchanged with another good is called as non-monetary transaction or the barter system. When barter system is there in the economy, we are not able to collect, we are not able to determine the value of each product and price of the commodity. If it is not possible, there is no possibility of calculation of national income without price and value of the commodity. So in most of the agriculture, for example, areas, we see such kind of non-monetary transactions between different families, different farmers. Okay, in agriculture sector, we see non-monetary transactions. And look at the second one, problem of double counting. This is very interesting and difficulty for the calculation of national income. Double counting means what? Danger of double counting. Double counting is nothing but when a commodity is taken into account more than one time for its calculation. Okay, when government of the country is taking into account one particular product for more than one time, that is called as double counting. If double counting is there is no possibility of accurate national calculation of accurate national income of the country. Take the example of cotton. So in the beginning, cotton is available produced by agriculture farmers. Once it is sold by agriculture farmers to the other party, for example, they are going to make it as lint. After lint, it becomes thread. After thread, it becomes raw cloth. After raw cloth, it becomes ready-made garment. So it has many stages in that. 6 stages it has. Okay. If we are going to take the value of all the stages of the cotton, we are not able to calculate accurate national income. Either we can take the value of cotton, or else we can take the price of the ready-made garment. Okay, so if we are taking the values of all these stages of that particular single product cotton, that is, there is no possibility of calculating national income properly. Okay, that is called as problem of double counting. The underground economy. Underground economy means the best example for this is white collar man. White collar man means a person who is acting as a politician, but he is having connection with some of the underground activities, some of the for example unregistered activities. He may earn maximum profit from that activity, and which is not comes under the calculation of government. Okay, so here the underground economy, whatever income earns, that is not comes under the calculation of national income. Look at the next one, petty production. Petty production means the small production, marginal production. Okay, the street vendors production, for example, the street vendors, whatever they are going to sell in the market, they are not able to maintain the records of that activity, and most of the people in the economy doing small businesses like hair cutting salon, ironing, for example, okay, small tea stalls, Xerox machines, they are not able to maintain the records, data of that activity. If it is not properly maintained, and if it is not properly submitted and provided to the government, there is no possibility of calculation of national income properly. So that is called petty production. India as a labor oriented country and capital poor country, most of the people are engaging in doing small and petty businesses, so who are not able to maintain records of that activity, and it is a dangerous and main important difficulty for calculation of national income. Okay, coming to the next one, that is public services. It is very interesting. Whatever services made by a person for the betterment of the public, for the welfare of the public, that is not counted in the calculation of national income. Okay, that is not taking into account in the calculation of national income. One best example I'll give you for this particular point: when a mother to her service to her own child at hospital is paid, for example, that is paid services. For the same service which is provided by the mother to her same child at home is unpaid service. Okay, hope you understood. Whatever service she has given to her same child in hospital, that is paid service, that can be counted for the calculation of national income. But what about her service which is given to the same child at home? That is not comes under the calculation. So that is called as public service. Like this, many people are doing public services. Another important example is non-government organizations. There are many organizations, associations giving services on their own. Okay, so that kind of activities, report activities, data is not available for the calculation of national income. Illiteracy and ignorance. Next point. Illiteracy, basically, India is not completely educated country. Only 74.04% of Indian people are educated. And ignorance means believe in the, for example, religions, customs, civilizations, believe in God, believe in diseases if they are caught under strong disease like plague, cholera, whatever, so and so, they thought that they feel that it is a God gift. So that is called ignorance. Okay, so illiteracy and ignorance cannot provide the accuracy, the accurate information of the calculation of national income. Okay, illiterate people never maintain records of their activities. Best example is agriculture farmers. Okay, and wages and salaries paid in kind. Okay, wages and salaries paid in kind. Whatever wages and salaries paid to the workers below poverty line workers, if that is paid in terms of goods and services, that is not comes under the calculation. The best example is in rural areas, most of the agriculture farmers are adopting different laborers for their activities in the land, and at the end of the day they are not giving they are not paying their payment in terms of money or cash. If they suppose paid their payments in terms of jowar, paddy, wheat for example, that is not comes under the calculation of national income. Okay, that is called as wages and salaries paid in terms of kind, means goods and services. Transfer payments is another important difficulty for calculation of national income. Besides all these following points, there are some other points, some other difficulties for calculation of national income accounting. Okay, that is second hand transactions. Once purchased goods, if it is resold in the market, the value of resold commodity is not comes under the calculation of national income. Okay, the value of resold commodity in the market is not comes under the calculation of national income. Environmental damages. Okay, natural calamities like floods, famine, drought, okay, rainfall for example, natural disasters, whatever amount of money spent for that is also not comes under the calculation of national income. And losses, whatever losses happens on the earth due to natural calamities, that is also not comes under the calculation of difficulties in calculation of national income. Okay, calculation of depreciation. Depreciation means the amount of money which is paid for the machines, equipments, for repair charges at the end of the year. Okay, so repair charges which are paid for the machines and equipments at the end of the year is also not comes under the calculation of national income. Look at the last difficulty, inadequate and unreliable statistics. In India, if we are looking at NSSO and National Statistical Organization, okay, these statistical organizations are not providing accurate data information for any kind of survey on national income. Whoever is pursuing survey on calculation of national income, the exact or accurate data is not available for that particular survey. It is because of inadequate and unreliable. Unreliable means irrelevant. Most of the businessmen and most of the people are maintaining irrelevant, unreliable statistics, data information. Their business is different, the records of that activity is different. They are showing it in a different way. Okay, so these are all the difficulties of calculating national income. With the help of this, I think I have completed the second topic of the Indian economics, that is national income. In the next class, let us move on to the next topic which is allotted to me. Okay, with this, thank you very much for your patience listening. Take care of yourself and your family. Thank you.